What is cracking, guys? Welcome on back to another video. Today we got one that not everybody's gonna like, but that's okay. Today we're talking about the Monk Customs ESG.
Hey, hot this up on the scene, young and wavy, ain't no faking my jeans. But Louis V, I had grandeur dreams. My heart is heavy, seen the evilest things. It's so cold, it's a negative degrees. The hate, no, it's a negative disease. I was broke, I had lost everything, but I got hope, I defeated the schemes. Wow.
So we've been using the Monk Customs ESG for the last 2 weeks now. We've installed it onto our SSG1 F2 build, and it's been a lot of fun, not gonna lie. This is the Gen 2 ESG. There was a Gen 1, but a lot of people were breaking them. And it's pretty typical with a new product to have some issues and, you know, some later revisions. So the new one is built a lot more sturdy. It was a bit more difficult to install, I'll be honest, than the first one, just because everything's just a little thicker. So just have patience and you'll be able to do it. It's really not that big of an issue. But yeah, running the ESG, it really felt like just a glorified pistol. But yeah, I feel like it gave me all the advantages of running a high kappa. I love running high kappas because you can play really small, really compact, and you can just peek so much easier than like a full rifle setup and whatnot. But of course, you have blowback and, you know, not the fastest trigger response ever. As soon as you go to an HPA rifle, you're just like, man, I can just lay down so much more fire than I could with a high kappa. But, so there's kind of pros and cons there. You can play really small and have a high kappa, or you can have the best trigger response in the game. The ESG kind of does both. It allows you to feel like you're playing with a pistol, play really small, really compact, but then also have the most firepower on the field. So if that sounds super appealing to you, which it does to me, it's definitely a great solution. And in terms of installation, really the only issue we ran into was we had it installed and then we took it apart and then we reinstalled it. And the hose was just, we realized we cut it just a little too short, the macro pick line or whatever that comes with your HPA system. So we actually just ran out to the hardware store and picked up like a foot of the same tube for like $3. So if you're worried about anything, or you think you want to maybe revert back at some point, or you're installing it on different guns, whatnot, I would just go suggest picking up another little bit of the macro line because it's cheap and it's easy. Now, as for the ESG, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like I'm very positive on that channel all the time, and I am very positive about this product. I think it's an awesome product, but I really don't think it's for me. But that might not mean it's not for you. That's not what I'm saying. I think it's an awesome product. It's just not my cup of tea. And I feel like the biggest elephant in the room for that is the fact that we weren't using a carbon tank. All we have here are aluminum tanks, because it's what we've been running with our HPA setup. We're going to be getting carbon tanks at some point, and that's definitely how this setup is supposed to be run. So kind of bear that in mind. It definitely makes it a lot more back heavy than a carbon tank would. I've used a carbon tank actually before, and I did feel better in the summer, but still, you know, it's workable for the time being. That being said, my brother is a huge fan of the ESG, and it's like his favorite setup right now. Absolutely loves it, and yeah, he will be using it and really, really enjoying it. Now for me and kind of where I am right now, we're kind of just playing like skirmish style games, nothing competitive, nothing speed QB, that sort of thing. And that's definitely where the ESG is meant to be used. It's not really meant for kind of skirmishes. That's just not the target at all. So that's also a big part to play too. If I was playing tournaments and that's all I was doing, I'd be using an ESG 24/7. Would never come off my gun, absolutely. But again, that's just not the type of player that I am, and there's not really much speed QB happening right now in Canada. So again, just take that with a grain of salt. It really depends on your play style and what you're playing. The Monk products are meant to be competition products, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, that's what they're meant for. We also have the Monk Customs end cap on here too, which just really completes the whole build. It looks so solid. And also a Monk Customs carbon fiber outer barrel. And these things look gorgeous. And my goodness, are they light. And I thought they were gonna be pretty brittle and not the most durable, but they're super durable. Like, it's a no-brainer. If you have any gun out there, I would suggest getting one of these carbon barrels. I mean, they're so cool. I've thrown one on all my guns now. I love them. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Monk Custom ESG. Just a really quick overview. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to answer your questions regarding the ESG. We're gonna keep using it. I'll keep you guys updated on how it does. I see no signs of any durability issues, so I'm not concerned about that at all, but I will keep you guys updated. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys in the next one. We got a lot more on the way. Peace, guys.